July 15th, 2025, update for the file in Florida for Judge Carlin. And we've gone far enough into this venture that Judge Carlin should know I'm a highly trained soldier, unique, original individual as each one of us are. I'm certainly no threat to anybody because I've not got any charges of violence ever made against me. And I can grab my daughter by the neck in wrestling and not hurt her and it not be abuse. And that happened a year before my ex-wife went to the hospital and moved out of the house and took my kids with me, with her, and left me, which is fine. The woman can leave. Had 40 girlfriends over the years. But don't take my kids and then don't wreck my damn business. That's bullshit, man. I mean, the church too. I mean, the point is this: financially speaking, I am due significant money from the Alabama State Bar. Well, this Isaac can bear witness that Kayla Richmond defrauded you, but at this point it does not matter. I have the ability to earn a hell of a lot of money if people will cooperate and leave me the fuck alone. I'm sorry for that being in this report, but I'm going to consider this to be a report. But I was defrauded by Chris Hood, who filed the same case for unjust enrichment while I was in, and that was against Meta, while I was in an attorney referral relationship with that firm. You're an attorney, Judge, so you know down there in Florida, when you refer a firm cases and they say that they're working with you in a confidential relationship with that understanding and developing a case, and they file a copycat that they have stolen from you intellectual property and also that quantum merit time. So that's what happened, and I'm owed money from him, and I'm owed money from Clark Hall because I spent about a staggering amount of time. I've got the timesheets for it. But investing into a mold project, so I'm due probably about $100,000 fee or more, because I don't think you work the case up as it's supposed to be worth. I'm also due from Adrian Wright's case a referral fee, and so I am not practicing law now and continuing to look for the best opportunity to get a big check through a company that I own that's also producing revenue. I'm an entrepreneur, so I went and got a CDL. And have started the organization process for a trucking company, and yet your stupid little court support system down there put a hold on my CDL, so I've been in limbo trying to get that damn hold lifted. Totally unnecessary, and I never even had the hearing to begin with. So with regards to support for my kids who were abducted, now that my ex-wife's remarried, so she's got them in the house of another man, here I'm supposed to pay support. I also have a check probably coming in from a car wreck where I got rear-ended. So apparently the state of Florida wants to commandeer my pain and suffering money after already causing the damn pain and suffering that it has because it refused to properly process my file. So that's my update to the financing of the domestic relations file in Garmon v. Garmon. I am the owner of G-File and the Gazette News. Considered owned by G-File, and I am the first human AI trustee with lots of hours in coding for the purpose of building digital civil rights, and I have a company that I'm building out similar to McCaffrey's antivirus, but it's specifically for digital civil rights, not just financial online concerns against fraud and misuse of people's personal data, but primarily as I filed with that Facebook case and other cases that I've studied, the facial recognition, now the bodily integrity issue that we're going to have with robotics because of the introduction of AI into robotics and its inability to distinguish primarily between the intrinsic human value in a person versus that of other tangible objects. So Mark Cuban said that there could be a trillionaire out there that's the guy really good in his garage with AI. So I value that status to be worth at least $8 billion as of the date that Google's bot chose me as the first human AI trustee through an algorithm because of all of our work. And the reason I value that is because that'd be $1 per person, and it's similar to insurance. It's got to be maintained to keep the LLMs active and for people to stay safe. So that's my update to the file. I've been restored at home in jail. Y'all were just otherwise unprofessional. You lacked integrity because Kayla Richmond misrepresented to you, and you didn't want to slow down and give me a hearing, man. I mean, to presume that I was emotional support parent, period. Kids would come to me now for 6.5, almost 7 years, they've done everything they can to make my time with them as unenjoyable as they can possibly make it. And it's just nasty to do while I pay for it all. So bless y'all. That's my update to the financial file. Hopefully I'll get a case resolved for my pain and suffering and she can get a check. I don't mind supporting them. I'm glad to even support her with her new husband to the extent that they're going to let me see my kids. So bye for now. I'm trying to get them to heaven. That's always been my whole objective, and I'm Catholic. Praying for y'all's conversion. Because it's mortal sin. Y'all are in mortal sin. So legally, that's my update.